on Project Nerdy, we're supposed to be talking about our favorite YouTube channels. I gave this a lot of thought. I couldn't decide if I wanted to talk about the channels I watch the most, my favorite video of all time, who I think is maybe the most creative YouTube channel. And I just couldn't quite decide what I wanted to talk about. But at some point I kind of got thinking, well, how did I get started on YouTube? And once I thought about that, it was clear whose channel I wanted to talk about in my video. As you might be able to guess from the visual playing over my shoulder, I would like to talk about Holly's YouTube channel. Holly is the complete reason why I got involved in YouTube. Back before I found her channel, did have an account set up. Very rarely watch videos on YouTube, just every once in a while. And eventually I just happened to stumble across one of her videos, and I absolutely loved it. It was the first time I felt the desire to actually comment on a video. But I had to set the account to comment. So I set up my YHC Tower account solely just to comment on that one video from Holly. Then I got to check out the rest of the videos on her channel. I became a very loyal fan of hers very quickly. And through my involvement with her channel, I eventually got introduced to other YouTubers, been subscribing to other people, and I really became a fan of YouTube in general. But still, I really had no desire to make videos of my own until Holly started We Read Books. Anybody that knows me knows I love to read books. At that point, I had never watched any book reviewers on YouTube before, so We Read Books was my first exposure to book reviewing on YouTube. And once she started We Read Books, I knew right away that I'd love to be a part of that channel at some point and do book reviews myself. At the moment when that happened, I didn't have a camera that was really capable of recording videos. I had to wait for about a year or so until I got a camera that could actually record videos good enough for YouTube. Once I did, I talked to Holly, and she was gracious enough to allow a YouTube newbie like myself who had never done a video before join We Read Books. And once I joined We Read Books, I realized, it's probably not good for me to be a part of a collab channel and not actually make any videos on my own personal channel. So that's when I started making videos on YHC Tower. So as you see, it's Holly's complete credit that I am on YouTube, watching videos, commenting on videos, liking on videos, and actually producing videos on my own. And it's also because of Holly that I'm on this channel, because I became friends with Nick and Danny because of Holly's involvement with tube trials, and I got to know several people involved with tube trials because of Holly. If Holly had been involved in tube trials, I probably would have never discovered that great YouTube game show that Nick has created and exposed me to several other great YouTubers. So much of my involvement around YouTube is completely due to Holly's credit. So Holly, thank you very much. That leads me to my question to the viewers this week. Is there any YouTuber out there that really inspired you to be a part of YouTube? If so, please let me know in the comments. My nerdy pleasure this week is I'm a huge history buff, and as a matter of fact, I'm a member of my county's local board of directors for the Historical Society. And we had a picnic at a very interesting historical site near where I live that has lots of restored old cars, farm equipment, sawmill equipment, just all sorts of this restored items that a lot of them date from over 100 years ago. I just found it very fascinating. As a history buff, that was definitely my nerdy pleasure of the week. So don't forget in the comments to let me know what YouTuber inspired you to be part of YouTube. Holly, once again, thank you for inspiring me, and I will see you tomorrow.